let's move into some topics, Matt.
Let's do it.
Topics. The first topic is, why do you game, Matt? Tell me why you game.
Why I game? I game, not to start off sounding dark or anything, but
this is going to be weird.
No. Just a lot of people who that drink, and I'm saying I'm a sociable drinker. I will drink sometimes at the house, but it's not all the time. But that tends to come from bad day at work. Maybe you're just not in the right frame of mind or something like that. Right. Just want to relax a little bit. And most of the time when I do, that can spill into me having a lot of fun with my kids, just being extra goofy, typical kind of tipsy feeling on you, and just having fun with the kids, and you get to escape whatever problem you were having in real life. And yes, I get it. People can do that without drinking, but it just helps. But going back to the games,
Matt is definitely not an alcoholic.
No, I'm not.
From that blurb, it might seem like you do this all the time, but it's really, it's like far between.
Yeah. But going into the gaming thing though, it kind of offers the same thing. It's an escape. It occupies your mind. To me, that is why I like it. If I'm having a bad time, because if I was an alcoholic, I would just drink. But
now, is this contextual to board games and video games, just games in general?
Honestly, I feel like with video games, because you can go autopilot with a video game, and whatever's bothering you can tend to, if you got
if you're doing something monotonous or just walking around shooting people, you're still thinking of that.
Exactly. It can creep into your mind. Overactive mind can eventually get, you're sitting there. Exactly. You're running around shooting stuff, and then you start thinking about what's going on.
Yeah.
If I'm playing a board game, though, there's no time for that.
Exactly.
I am.
Well, depending on what game.
Yeah. Well, but most of the time, though, you're paying attention what you need to do, what you need to, looking at everybody else's stuff, trying to make sure you ain't doing anything to help them, or trying to find ways to screw your opponent over or gain from them or whatever. You got just so much going on in your mind that there's no way for anything in outside life to really interfere with you. And it literally is like a getaway escape vacation. Yeah.
No, fair enough. I can see that as well. I thought about this a little bit, and the biggest reason I game, board gaming in specific, because video games, obviously I've played all the time, but they fill that one gap that I was having a problem with video games. And it's basically ADD, not really, but with a video game, I'll play a bunch into it, and then I'll just put it down and I'll never beat it. And I get really saddened by that because I have a lot of games that are like in different completion rates, percentages, or whatever.
Right.
I'm 20% through this game, 50% through this game, etc. With board games, I really like it because I can sit down and enjoy an entire experience in one play sitting.
Mm-hmm.
I can play that entire game from start to finish and feel accomplished. Whereas if I play an RPG on the PS3 or 4 or whatever, I'm putting 60 hours into it, but then 30 into it, I stop.
Right.
Like Fallout 4, I probably got 100 something hours and I'm not even done.
Yeah.
And I haven't played it in like 3 weeks now. So that's a reason why I've chose board games, because the fact that you can complete them in one play setting, even if you're playing like Descent, or a game that has scenarios that you bring your characters to each scenario kind of thing.
Right.
Like Hero Quest or whatever. I still feel like you finished something each time you play it.
Right.
And the other thing is like I like the puzzle, the strategies, like trying to figure out the next move. Cause when I was a little kid, I had a lot of problem playing chess because I never thought ahead. And this really helps me. I think my memory is like 3 times better since I've been playing board games than it was beforehand.
Right.
My wife has told me this numerous of times, and I think it's pretty cool. So
I don't know if it's helping me, but and another thing I'll throw on it is I've mentioned a lot of times I do like social games, and even though not every game is social in that sense, it is social.
Well, yeah, even if like you're playing Splendor and you're not saying anything,
yes.
Still it can still be social, and you're still spending that time with people.
Right.
and things like that, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, because you got your gaming group. It's people you enjoy spending time with. You want to hang out with them, and that's just another reason to get together with people that you enjoy to be around. So hanging out, because it always leads to, it's not always just about games. You always talk about life, situations. You help each other out with like, oh, I got this problem going on. My gutters are leaking, blah, blah, blah. Well, try this, You kind of feel, which I guess you could just watch a YouTube video or something, but it tends to, give the stories. It's kind of like the guys just hanging out. And
yeah, because back in the day, we sit on the couch and play GoldenEye with 3 other people,
right? Or
whatever. And like the whole time you're talking and having stories while you're playing these games. And yeah, you can do that on like Xbox Live or PlayStation Network and stuff. But with board games, I mean, first off, you're in the presence of the other person.
Exactly.
They're there. You can see their mannerisms. You can tell, it's just a different dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you're on a microphone and just listening to somebody on the headset, you could just kind of just daydream and not pay attention. And the other person's not going to smack you and be like, pay attention.
Right.
I don't know. So board games are definitely, the social aspect's a huge thing. And for me, like I said, just the fact that it has a full experience at one time in a short burst, even if it's a 4-hour game, even playing World of Warcraft for 14 hours,
right?
The board game was super enjoyable to me and it's satisfying because it's just the whole experience in one sitting.
Yep.
So good stuff. Any other thoughts on this?
Nah, that's it.
I think pretty much it's just you respond, I respond, we're done.
I'm not an alcoholic.
What was your favorite drink? We'll find out later.
Yes, we will.